startups should look at applying for incubators and accelerators when they are clear about the concept that they want to pursue or want to explore. Typically what accelerators and incubators help startups do is provide a wider canvas to think through. They bring together for the startup a whole bunch of perspectives from different individuals, mentors, and investors and other people who will be able to help the startup think through the business that they are intending to embark upon. In most cases, most startups would start up with an idea that they are excited about, and they would need significant amount of help in constructing a business case around that. We've seen a lot of people waste 6 months, 12 months in thinking through some of these things at an individual level, and while they may reach the same conclusion, accelerate, and that's the meaning of the word accelerator as well, right? Acceleration is about saying that if you could do this in about 12 to 15 months on your own, could we collectively work together and get it done in about 3 or 4 months time, which is essentially front loading a whole bunch of experiences and perspectives from different people to help you think through that entire thing. My recommendation would be, if you're clear that you want to commit a certain years of your life in pursuing a particular idea, go and apply to the incubator and the accelerator. If you get accepted, of course, hopefully you will be on the right track, or you will get a lot of advice and guidance. If you don't get accepted, I think a lot of accelerators provide you the input in terms of why you were not selected for that particular program, which is a good feedback to get and very valuable input as well. Which incubation program that you select should depend in terms of what is it that you are seeking from, and what is it that that incubator or the accelerator is good at delivering on. There will be some incubators and accelerators who are good at the concept stage level. Us, for example, we work with companies only at the concept stage level. On the other hand, there will be some accelerators and incubators who are more focused on companies that may have done a little bit validation of their concept in that market, and who need a little bit of hand holding and taking that concept into the market and launching that. There will be some programs that are more strategically linked to who their the parent companies etc. are, and therefore might be able to often provide you easier access to markets in those domains. So typically you would look at 3 or 4 factors when you're selecting the accelerator program. A, who is the team that is going to be interacting with you, and is that team and your chemistry matching? Does this accelerator incubator focus on the stage that I or my startup is at, and therefore are they likely to be the ones who are most excited about who I am? One of the things that you should which is critical for many of the startups is funding. Some accelerators provide funding, some accelerators don't. We accept companies with the intention of funding, but because we accept them at such an early stage, we do not guarantee them a funding, or we do not commit a funding at the beginning of the journey. So if it's a 3-month program, our goal, and that's the way we will be able to make a commercial success out of accepting you, is to be able to make you fundable. But because we accept people at literally a PowerPoint stage, where even the entrepreneurs are figuring out whether there's a business around this entire thing, we do not commit the funding at the beginning of the journey, but we help you think through in terms of what is the kind of funding that would be required, what kind of funding, or whom should we seek that funding from, and so on and so forth. And if there's a good business case, we'll make a small initial investment, typically in the range of 20-25 lakhs or so, or under 20-25 lakhs or so. But there are incubation programs that offer funding at the beginning of the journey, and many entrepreneurs just do not have the luxury of not taking that funding, in which case that is the kind of program that you should be looking for. But overall, have a look at the mentor pool, have a look at the program process, have a look at the track record, have a look at the scale, have a look at, most importantly, the stage that they participate in.